Boy, I was here Sunday night, but during the week, it's been a minute, so I'm gonna get this started. We're gonna have a good one tonight. Uh, we're gonna start with Tua, what he said about Brian Flores. And Brian Flores was really taken aback by what Tua said about him. Then we're gonna do Anthony Edwards' stupid comments. If you didn't hear that late this afternoon, I'm definitely going to address that. Then we're gonna talk about this team here. And then after that, we'll go around the NFL. My mind is great tonight, so let's get this started first. What's up, Daniel? Daniel Barry in the building. Go check him out. The sports highlights. Dodgers and Mariners later tonight. Good to see you, Dan. Hope you had a good week. Always good to see you, man. Daniel Barry in the building. And we're gonna start with Tua Tungaloova and what happened yesterday. When I first heard, I saw the whole interview, which I would advise Dolphin fans to watch. What I saw there was a young man that was traumatized, harassed, bullied at the job, and he should have filed a lawsuit if I was him. I really would have filed a lawsuit if I was him. And the way he said it hit me hard. It hit me hard personally. Because the one thing I don't like is bullies. You know, you get a lot of cyberbullying. Now, you know, in these spaces, and you just look at people who try to bully others as just bitch asses. You know, and Flores came from New England. Let's just call it like it is. You know, if you notice, Belichick's assistants, they don't do well once they leave New England. Josh McDaniels basically ran Derek Carr out of Vegas unnecessary. That idiot Matt Patricia didn't get along with Stafford. You know, when you got losing coaches, like the Belichick staff are all losers. Let's just call it like it is. They're all losers as human beings. They're losers as coaches. They're just the low lives of low lives in the NFL. And when I hear Tua say, matter of fact, let me play it for you. Let me go find Tua as he said what he says. Oh, it's like wildfires all over the place. Let me find Tua. Lebatard did a great job with it yesterday. Tremendous job he did with that yesterday. I mean, this is a great. Uh, I'm glad here in the Northeast the summer is over. Basically, you know, we're getting low 70 temperatures every day now. So, all right, this is Tua Tungala over fair use on Dan Lebatard yesterday. And I want you to hear this cut. It's like wildfire, by the way. Everybody's saying it. Let me see if this is it. Alright, I'm trying to get to the part of Levitard. Let me see. These guys are too busy laughing so goddamn much. It's nothing to laugh about, bro. Let's get to the point. Here we go. This is Tua Tungalo. Alright, that was Levitard with Tua yesterday. And look, I'm going to do both sides because I saw both sides. If you're a Dolphins fan last uh, 5 to 6 years, you know what this has led to. I'll do Tua first. When you are totally everyday bashed, told you suck, that I wanted this guy would be Justin Herbert. And every time you walk out to practice, this guy is berating you. It's going to get to you because you're a human being. Remember, when you work with that fool, Bill Belichick, you're dealing with a group of men who don't look at football players as humans. They look at them as robots. Now I'm going to do Brian Flores' side, and I said this when he got fired. And a lot of these guys like Manzano, they were laughing, think I was joking. Brian Flores is from Brownsville, Brooklyn. He's old school. He's the type of guy that when he's back home with the boys, he's buying the whole crew 4 chicken wings with hot sauce and pork fried rice. That's the type of guy he is. He drives a monster truck, $250,000 truck, and he worked for one of the hardest people to work for, and Bill Belichick. He don't like his players soft. Someone said it. Was it Mike Florio? I would like to hear some of the defensive players, their side about Brian Flores back then. You know what I'm saying? Now, this, when you don't get along with your quarterback or your offensive coaches, and you're the defensive guy who's running the team, there's a good chance you're never going to get another job again. Because if you can't work with the quarterback of your franchise, and Flores, to him, was very taken aback what Tua said. Because I can tell you right now, I don't think a lot of defensive players, like right now, go to Minnesota and ask uh, Viking defensive players, is Flores a terrible person? They can say, hell no. It's a shame these two teams don't play this year. You know what I'm saying? So on Tua's side, you can understand he broke him down. I don't want to hear about Mike McDaniel because until he wins a playoff game, in my opinion, he's done nothing. Okay? And for Flores, I think it's sad because now, in my opinion, personal opinion, very good football mind, no longer has a job. And he has a job, but he's not going to get a head job ever again. It's amazing what $53 million a year and the key to the franchise does for you. Tua has been all over the place. You know, Tua knows what he has to do. It's a sad situation. I saw it up close, and I think of the Dolphins. You can play bitch ass all you want. You should call Tua into your office and say, "Look, let this shit go. He hasn't been here in 3 years. Just let it go. You're here for 5. He been gone for 3. Let it go." Okay. Sounds petty. I think all of them down there. Let me put it this way: the Dolphins are the type of organization, folks, that they don't deal with hard asses well. Last year, Vic Fangio said over and over again, the NFL is better when the Dolphins are relevant. Well, he was right about that. They're not relevant. Until they win a playoff game, they're just a team that against bad teams they'll pile up the points. Against good teams, they'll lose. That's one of the reasons why I don't pay them no attention. That's one of the reasons why when I'm doing these season previews, I did them very early to get them out of the way. Do I see them winning a playoff game? Yeah, I do. Finally. God willing, we hope they win and finally win a goddamn playoff game. But other than that, I don't see it for them. And I think a good man is never going to get a head job again. And the other guy got paid. So if you want to be bitchy about it, the quarterback won the war. Okay. Tua, let it go, bro. You got your money, you got your franchise, let it go. Next, Anthony Edwards' stupid comment. If you haven't heard this within the last hour, and a lot of LeBron fans and people were saying this when I saw the highlights. For Anthony Edwards to come out and say that the only player in the 80s and 90s who was skilled was Michael Jordan is fucking crazy. And this is why people like me kill the NBA every chance I get. Because of dumbasses like Anthony Edwards. And dumbass NBA fans who only care about the name in the back of the jersey and not the team in the front of the jersey. And this is why guys like me put the shield always over everything. Even the NHL shield over the NBA logo. Logo, my ass. Even though the logo is one of the best players to ever touch a basketball. But according to these young fools, they wouldn't know how good Jerry West is if he was and if he was right. And this is why again destroy NBA fans because they're just so ignorant. They are clearly the dumbest fan of any sports entity on the planet. I didn't pay not none damn attention to the Olympics because of fools like Anthony Edwards. Real talk. Miss Molina in the building, everybody. I have been up and down, but uh, we're all human. I'm just glad you're okay. Forget me. I'm glad everybody's okay. There you go. Love Melina. Everybody loves Miss Melina. Uh, Again, back to Anthony Edwards and the ignorant NBA fan who has no respect for anybody but that failure who calls himself king in Los Angeles. I'm getting tired of his ass too. I really am. The whole, like I said about the NBA, folks, it's a TV show. Okay, it's a TV show that either you enjoy it or you don't. I'm one that doesn't. That's why when we start this in 2 weeks in Rio, 2.5 weeks from now, from Sao Paulo, Brazil, we're going to get serious about America's game. And then in the spring, when we do our late night show, we'll be checking out the matchups for Saturday night because in the NHL, Saturday night is their big night. And of course, that same Friday night, we'll be doing the NBA game live. So whoever's on that time, we're doing it. Okay. So again, the buffoons of the NBA this time is Anthony Edwards speaking stupidity. What else is new as an NBA player? And it's laughable when it comes to the NBA. All right, let's get to New Orleans. Get them out of the way. All right, this is a franchise that is not going anywhere as long as that man is the head coach. And it's the old saying, bro, you may be a hell of a defensive mind, but you can't coach. And like the headline says right there, it's time to break the Saints up for this. Long overdue. Long overdue. Defensively, they're very good. Little Rock, that's my boy, Little Rock. What's up, family? What's up, fam? I see you. One of my old boys from the Manosphere days. My ninja. I love you, bro. No, I'm not gonna use the N word for you, my boy. That's right, my boy, Little Rock in the building. Little Rock. There you go, bro. Good to see you, fam. And folks, let me say something right now. I'm hearing rumblings. A lot of people believe that about me with the spear that that I don't support it. I'm this. I'm that. Folks, you gotta understand something. I love that, my ninja. I love you, bro. Thanks, man. My boy. Laura. Let me say this about the Manosphere real quick and then get right back to New Orleans. Hey, look, sometimes you have to do what you got to do for you to progress. I've been doing uh, this stuff for 4 years now, and uh, even I have to admit now, I gotta step my game up, and I will. What it do, nigga? What's up, bro? You want to pull up for a second? Pull up for a second. I'll drop the link. Pull up for a second. Good to see my man. All you Manosphere guys, you gotta understand something. I always will. I'm gonna drop the link in a second. I always respect the spear, and I'm gonna say something I usually don't say. Manosphere saved my life, man. It was probably the best me just chilling, listening to content creators in my life. And I always appreciate the Manosphere, bro. Real talk. Always will. I got nothing against it. I don't get into the politics. I heard they're gonna be in Houston this fall for a big Manosphere show. I hope those brothers get it done in Houston. If you know what I mean, God damn. You know Law's gonna be there. I just appreciate what they did for me, and I hope they realize I do. All right, no Cupcake Zone's gonna join us in a second. But let me get back to New Orleans real quick before he pulls up. I know he wants to talk about the Dolphins, so we'll do that. New Orleans, folks, to me is a team and a franchise that's at a serious crossroads. I just don't see them being the type of team, folks, that can challenge in the NFC. I really don't. Their defense is great. Offense is good. But that said, I don't see it. They're not better than the Eagles. They're not better than the Packers. They're not better than the Lions. They're not better than the 49ers. Hell, they're not even better than the Falcons. What's up, family? You ready? I'm ready. We're ready.
What it do? What it do, Mace? What's
What's
going,
up?
man?
What's up, family? How you doing?
Good man. Yeah, then they must have you shadow banned because I just stopped seeing you on my news feed, man. I just happened to see you today.
Yeah, I must be shadow banned, man. I don't know how you get shadow banned, but I must be shadow banned.
Yeah, man. I just because I looked for you the other day. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to see if you were up, and I wanted to get your opinion on some things.
Yo, let me ask you this: why do people get shadow banned? Of course, I'm on tonight, Doc. Yeah, why people get shadow banned? Triple Black. It's been a long time since I spoke to this man. Triple Black is doing something. Yeah, I'm here tonight, bro. So you want to pull up that? The link is there. Pull up. Let me finish the Saints real quick. Defensively, they're good. Offensively, they're good. Problem is like I just said, they're not better than the elite teams in the NFC. I don't even think they're better than Dallas, and that's saying a lot. But you're not better than that joke of a franchise.
When you hear Derek Carr, there's nobody getting scared. Come on, man.
Nick, what do you mean?
Let's be honest. Nobody's scared of Derek Carr.
I would agree with that. So I got the Saints 7-10, 8-9. They're not going anywhere. They're not better than Tampa. You got a girl
I say
over
Spencer
there.
Rattler.
You don't know. Hold up. You got a girl over there. Don't you? Oh, no, I don't have a woman in my house. No, this guy's funny.
Matter of fact, I think Spencer Radcliffe ends up starting sometime this year.
You like Ratcliffe? Uh,
No, because I
interesting.
just don't think I don't think they're that going to be that good. I just don't think Derek Carr is going to be that good. I just don't. He's a
I
little
would.
well. I don't say injury prone, but he's like he reminds me of like Jimmy Garoppolo type. Like that's like the equivalent. He doesn't scare like he would. It would have to take like a team, like an army of good players around him. You remember how Jimmy Garoppolo took them to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. They had so much talent, but I just don't. I think I'll say Derek Carr is like maybe a third tier franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Maybe on the cusp on second tier, but I don't think he's talented enough, and they have enough talent. Um, well, I mean, let me take that back. I mean, they had was it Olave and who was a rookie last year that was no, was it Olave and who was the other receiver they have that was
They
pretty
got
good?
Olave. They got
Well, Kamara is I mean elite, but
They got Mike Thomas is still there.
Mike Thomas, I thought he's still there, but he's not elite
Yeah, he's
anymore.
still there. Kamara is still there.
Their tight end position is okay, I
They
guess.
got some dude. He's pretty good.
Who's it? They
But
have another receiver. I'm drawing a blank right now. But
I'm
they
drawing a
drafted
blank
another guy
too.
from
It's Olave.
LSU.
Yeah, it's Olave, Mike Thomas, and the receiver you're thinking about.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing that
Now,
might give them a chance is I think the Falcons are going to be kind of weak. Not weak, but they're not. I don't think they're scared. They don't scare anybody. I think Kirk Cousins will do enough to maybe get them to the playoffs. I think Baker Mayfield will take a step back. I just don't believe in him in general. I just don't believe in him in general.
wow.
Who else is in the division?
Atlanta, New Orleans,
Yeah, and
Tampa
Bryce Young is
Bay,
probably
and Carolina.
Bryce Young is about probably a year or two away from being what's the name. I mean, this is a make or break year for I think with Bryce Young. I think if he doesn't
Yeah, I agree with you with that.
Stroud, I think Stroud has put him under the microscope because they literally could have had Stroud, and they and that and it came out that's who they wanted. And I think the coach, I want to say, who was the coach last year? It was damn, drawing a blank on that. The old Indianapolis coach and the quarterback coach and everybody. I thought they wanted Stroud, but I think it was the owner that overrode them, right?
In Carolina, yeah,
It was the owner that overrode them and went with Bryce Young,
Bryce
right?
Young.
Yeah. And I think the reason was because of character, not that what's the name, but what's the name is more like he's known to have a more of a football, better football IQ than everybody, right?
I would agree with that.
Bryce Young.
Yeah,
So who do you think is going to surprise everybody? You know who I think is a dark horse that's going to surprise people. I think the Cardinals are going to surprise a lot of people this year.
I agree with you.
I think so. I think Kyler Murray is going to. I think if they use him right, I'm not saying he's better than Jalen Hurts, but I think he can do a little bit more than Jalen Hurts from the
I
quarterback
agree
position.
with that. I agree. I'm not even arguing with you with that.
And I think what's the name? Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna have like one of those Jordan Jefferson type years. Like he's just gonna. I think he's gonna be better than what people expected him to be.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I
And the
think
other one, the other one, I didn't want to believe it, and then I watched some highlights in the thing. I think the Bears. I think the Bears are going. I I think the Bears are going to be good.
okay.
I mean, I don't know, man. That three-headed monster at receiver. I don't know how you're going to like, especially if they get going. How you going to deal with it? And
I'm
from
gonna
what I've
ask you
seen
a
so far,
question.
Caleb looks apart. He looks everything that they're saying.
I'm Triple Black. I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you seen the Texans arsenal, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
That now you talking? The Bears are okay, but the competition's gonna be tough for them. But the Texans, bro, wow, that shit don't even make sense.
They got the old Dallas tight end still, right? That
Yeah,
they re-signed.
so
Yeah, they got the
yeah,
yeah. Oh, they got both. Who? They got two tight ends from Dallas.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, that offense is going to be hard to stop. It's definitely going to be hard to stop.
yeah. Our offense is ridiculous, bro.
But no, you know what? Since I got you up here, because I was thinking, what do Mace thinks about that? Because
Well, I think about what family. Triple. What I think about what?
quarterback position, the Steelers.
That's the problem.
You know what? This is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. I think that's going to happen, right? If Tomlin does this, if Tomlin, you know, surprises everybody and
Yeah.
starts Fields, I think Fields is going to fall flat on his face. I think he will. I think he's going to end up making it clear that Russell Wilson should have started. I think the best thing that he can do is start Russell Wilson, and if they struggle,
Wow. Oh man. Triple Black is with us. As I'm reading these CD Lamb stories, but let's get this out of here.
where you got quarterbacks balking at $50 million. You have receivers balking at $33 million.
Don't make
That's
sense.
crazy,
Doesn't make sense.
huh?
Doesn't make sense.
Listen, 33. You mean to tell me? Okay, let's just say that's. It's hard for me to think about it. It's this is a player maybe in a game.
Wait for Triple Black to get back. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Colts. So in 24 hours from now, I'll be talking about the Colts up here. Yeah, Atlanta
But I
on
mean,
Thursday. Yeah, go ahead.
but no, I'm just saying. Let's just say if you do the math, let's
Yeah,
just say you do the fucking math, right? You got $33 million. How much is 33 divided by say 100? Because it's realistic to see because CD Lamb almost had the he got 130 last year, right? Catches,
yeah.
but even at 130,
Wait for Triple to get pull his Wi-Fi back in. So
what did Jordan Jefferson get?
Justin Jefferson got paid. Got 35 a year.
I don't know if you. I don't know. That's going to be. I think that you would have to pay for Jordan. I think that you would have to overpay for Jordan Jefferson because he doesn't. I mean, he's got Sam Darnold. So you kind of need that. But I don't know with Dak Prescott. I don't know.
I know what Triple is saying. Basically, what he's saying, folks, is when Prescott and other players coming up are going to get 60 million plus. Does that make sense? The answer is no.
I mean, would you say Prescott is elite?
Ooh, do I think Prescott's elite? No.
Okay, so let's just say out of 35 teams, let's just say 10 out of 35 teams. I mean 32 teams. The top one. I mean, it
To
would it would
me,
have to it would have to come down to three quarterbacks that you think that are elite.
I think there's a handful who are elite. I would say uh, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Rodgers, Stafford. Those are your elite quarterbacks. Then you have Love, Lamar, uh, C.J. Stroud. Who's our boy? Justin Herbert. Those guys are a notch below.
So you would put Jordan Love over Dak Prescott?
Now you know
Huh?
damn well I will, but to me, Jordan Love got to do it again. He does
Mm.
the Jordan Love does it again this year, which I know he will. Then I
But
will definitely put him as an elite quarterback. No doubt.
but Prescott has done it on a consistent basis for 8 years. He hasn't won the champ. I mean, he hasn't won that much in the playoffs. But I mean, when he's on the field, he's. I mean, I don't know. I would say he's elite. He's an elite quarterback. Now, what I'm really mad about is what.
Is he worth it? I just think that the Dallas Cowboys they do it. as crazy as may sound, the right way, where they always they reward their players. But I think this one, they're in a conundrum, and I
Yeah,
don't see.
I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, how much? Let's just say, I mean, I'm just using an extreme. If they had the defense that they had last year, how many more games would they win? Would they lose with Cooper Cup versus Dak Prescott? I think it's only plus minus maybe 2 games. And I think, matter of fact, I
Yeah.
think that they would protect Cooper a little bit more with more, I mean, with different play calling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think that they would let I mean, Cooper Cup is not going to be throwing it 40 times a game.
I
But
would
with
agree.
that defense, if they have the defense, which they had last year,
I don't know with Dallas. I don't take them seriously because come playoff time, they don't do anything. Um, I think that gets too much blame because the ESPNs of the world are following every move they make instead of letting them breathe a little bit.
can you hear
All
me?
right. I hear you now. I didn't hear you before. All right, he fell off. Uh, that's why I see with Prescott. That's why I see with Dallas. If you know what I mean, you guys feel what I'm talking about with the Cowboys. You know, I just don't see it with them.
I hate that when I'm on the phone, I get a phone call. It does that to me. That sucks, really.
Why don't you talk to your lady? I'm gonna be here.
Who?
Go do what you gotta do.
No, 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 no. It was a robocall.
Oh, okay.
It was a
So if you missed,
robocall.
so if you missed it earlier, I have the Saints going 7-10, 8-9. I just don't see it for them anymore. I think they played out. The coach is an idiot, if you know what I mean, folks. Me and Triple are talking about these quarterback salaries, which don't make sense.
I mean, do you think the market has been pushed up to 60?
I think the market's ridiculous for these quarterbacks, man.
I think it's the guarantee. I mean, the guaranteed money. I think that's what it's going to come down to Dak is because if he doesn't, I mean, if he doesn't get it from Dallas, who is he going to get it
Oh yeah, the Raiders be ready to pay.
from? Hmm?
A team like the Raiders will be ready to pay.
You think so?
Yeah,
60?
easy.
Okay. Yeah, he would definitely. Yeah, with Gardner Minshew. Yeah, right. I'm surprised that he won that battle. I mean, I'm surprised that he won the starting job.
I'm not surprised at all because when you look at his record, his touchdowns to interceptions are exceptional.
Yeah,
He,
yeah, no, but I think the reasoning, one of the reasoning, in my personal conjecture, I think that Antonio Pierce wanted to put like a stamp on that team, like his stamp on the team, because if you really look at it, that wasn't O'Connell wasn't really his quarterback. It was Josh McDaniel's quarterback.
exactly. I'm glad
Right.
you brought that up. Yes.
Yeah, and he kind of handpicked, or that administration kind of handpicked Minshew to come in. So I think that was hit. Yeah, I think that had to do a lot with it.
I totally agree with you. I think, when you look at the Raiders, they got some players. I think Minshew can get them 9 wins if that's what they want. But that's up to them, though. What do the Raiders want?
Who's their starting back?
Some guy named Zach something.
Oh, yeah. I mean that really kind of makes me mad too about the state of running backs. How like it's just uh,
Well, I had
and it's
this
just like
argument a year ago, Triple
undervalued.
Black.
It's just unvalued position. That's just crazy.
I had this argument up here uh, a year ago. I said nobody pays to see the running back. They pay to see the quarterback and the wide receivers. But then I caught myself and I said the elite quarterbacks need a running back. Guys like Tua, Kirk Cousins, guys like that, they do need a running back. But when we talked about the elite before, they don't need a.
But I do really believe that you need. You remember Merrill Hodge, right?
Yes,
Merrill Hodge. You remember he had that whole concept. I actually did a podcast early in my podcasting career. It was called Fact to Fact, and we went and like looked at what a factor back was and how much they made a difference. Like Emmett, Emmett was a factor back. Like like those Dallas teams in the '90s, Emmett had to. I mean, I know Troy Aikman gets a lot of fanfare because they won the three Super Bowls and stuff like that, and he was a quarterback, and what's his name? But Emmett was. They try to marginalize his thing because of his the offensive line that he had, but he was a difference maker.
I agree with that.
Huh?
I agree with you.
You remember those games where what I'm saying? It's like it's third and five, and then Emmett is freaking you know getting a first down, first down, first down. Like it used to demoralize. Like I hated them, like the Cowboys. But it used to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hmm?
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, but Emmitt Smith was made a big factor for the Cowboys. Yes, he did.
Hmm. But you don't have. I mean, who would you say in today's game that you could do like that was it 5 yards in a cloud of dust type runner? Derrick Henry, he's like the only, he's the only, well,
I think the kid in Atlanta,
Bijan Robinson.
yeah, just but the coach was a moron who never didn't want him on the team and didn't run him on purpose.
Yeah, they got that Tyson dude that he had 1,000 yards I think like the year before. They kind of put
Out
him on.
here,
Yeah.
yeah,
See, see,
yeah.
that's
Today,
the thing
yeah,
that's the thing that's the thing I hate about Miami.
all right. Wait for Triple Black to come back.
You can't hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah.
You were saying?
No, I was just saying I don't like how the Dolphins don't let like somebody like Mostert grind it out. They just platoon too many backs,
Now
and they're
you
looking for a
you
home
live
run.
down there. You know how the 80% feel. As long as that quarterback is throwing the football and he's entertaining the fan base down there, the 80%, you know damn well they don't care about no running back.
That's true. trying to think of the last time that we cared about a running back was probably Reggie. Well, Reggie
Jay
Bush.
Ajay, Jay
Huh?
Ajay, Jay Ajay.
Jay Giant. Reggie Bush, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Reggie Bush surprised the crap out of me. He surprised the crap out of me when he was our back.
He surprised the hell out of me, boy. Give
Uh huh.
Tony Sperano a lot of credit, man.
Yeah, he surprised the crap out of me, man. Because
He
I
made
didn't really, I didn't really see Reggie Bush being that every down back like that.
neither did I, bro. Reggie was great on the Dolphins.
Mhm. Right.
I forgot all about Reggie Bush till you brought him up.
Hmm. But Jay Ajayi was like a one hit wonder though.
Sure was.
Yeah.
I agree. He was a 1 year one. Hey, you know what? His second year, he really helped the Eagles win that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. He was. Yeah.
No question about that, bro. He was
Yeah.
great.
He definitely helped them. But I mean, before most of the most will get 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, led the NFL in
Before
touchdowns.
Monster, who got who was our last besides Monster? Who was the last 1,000 yard back in Miami?
Ooh, great question.
Was it Reggie Bush?
No, Jai. It was a Jai.
Or Jai?
Yeah, the Jai had like 1,600, bro.
You know what's crazy? You know Ronnie Brown never got over
Man, you talk about, bro. I don't even want to get into Ronnie Brown, bro.
1,000.
You know who they
As
should
good
have
as he
took it
was, as good as he was for the Dolphins, he never went over 1,000 because of Ricky
You know who they should have picked instead of Ronnie Brown?
Cadillac.
They should have took Aaron Rodgers.
That's when Aaron Rodgers like, yeah, he wasn't that there. 04. I
They
was
should
just
have took
thinking about
Aaron Rodgers, bro.
I was thinking about the 04 draft today.
It's crazy what some of these teams do, Triple, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah. So who in the Tua draft? Who went number one overall?
Joe Burrow. It was Burrow, Chase Young. I forgot the kid, but he's a DB. He was with the Lions. Now he's with Atlanta now.
Otah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He went second. Who went second overall?
Chase Young
Oh, Chase Young went second overall. Third, because Tua
with
went
Jeff
fifth.
Uga, with Ula, whatever his name is. No, I know his name. Jeff Okuda went third. Fourth is the lineman who's with the Giants, offensive lineman. And then it was two. Then Justin Herbert. You want to know something about that draft? The quarterbacks in that draft? All of them got paid.
Josh Allen got paid.
Yeah, he wasn't in that draft.
He went.
That
He
draft
went
was
17, right?
18.
No, he was in the same draft with Burrow, right? Or was he with
No,
Mahomes?
Josh Allen was with Lamar.
Lamar, okay.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield went number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a surprise to everybody because I think, yeah, they didn't expect the Browns to go with Mayfield, right?
Yeah.
Was it? No, Deshaun was the year before. That was what's the name class. That's probably going to come down, depending on Deshaun. That draft right there was you got three elite quarterbacks. What if you call Deshaun Watson elite at this point?
No, no, no. Watson was with Mahomes and Mitch Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky, but I think Josh Allen
2017,
was
2017 was Trubisky. He went second.
wasn't
Mahomes
Josh Allen.
went. Mahomes
Josh
went.
Allen was 2018.
Yeah, he went seventh.
But there's a couple quarterbacks that went before Josh Allen.
Yeah, Sam Donald and what's his face
Darnold
and Baker and Baker.
and Baker. Okay. When that the I'm not a football expert, but what is the infatuation with Sam Darnold and his talent? When I
When
used to watch USC, he used to throw a gang of interceptions.
I think what they like about him is he's big and strong. But what good is it to be big and strong? Like you just said, you're throwing 14 picks a year.
Yeah, I mean, even McAfee even said that Darnold was like is an elite level talent, which is kind of like, well, I don't know. It doesn't. I didn't even know what the infatuation with Trey Lance was either.
Trey Lance was tantalizing because Trey Lance was tantalizing because he had all the skills. The problem with Trey Lance was he only played one game in 3 years.
Salute to you, Triple Black. Salute to you, Mace.
What's up, bro?
Tired.
Man, what mic are you using, man? That shit is clean, bro.
What, mine? Oh, this is
Yeah,
my
he's
phone.
talking to you. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm using a phone. I'm using my phone. I'm about to upgrade it, as a matter of fact.
Th- that mic is clean though. It's clean.
Motorola. Motorola's been back. Should get you one. I'm Team Android. Although I might, and I mean, right as I'm talking to you guys, I'm on the screen right now. I might be getting me this Ultra Galaxy because I'm gonna need it in the future. But I'm looking at the contract right now. I just got approved. But yeah, I'm on a mic. I'm on the phone. What's up, bro?
What it do, man? What's your team,
What?
man?
Oh, bro. Believe it or not, due to what's going on with Lamb holding out, the Cowboys are actually not going to be on the list this year for the first time in years. I'm actually thinking about, if we lose Lamb, they're off the list. But I'm going with
You're
Kansas
not
City.
losing land. You're not losing land. Get that out of your mind.
Man,
You're out of your mind. You're not losing land.
I
That's what
hope
I
I
tried to,
am out of
that's
my
what I tried to
mind.
tell him. Triple. That's what I tried to tell him. I said, bro,
You're
if
not losing land.
yeah, exactly. If that
You're
comes
not.
back, he's coming back, which means the odd man out is going to be Parsons. I tried to tell him this
Mm.
because there is no quarterback on earth that's going to tell the owner, If I have a stud receiver and he makes me look good and I make him look good, I don't want that motherfucker to leave. Go cut somebody on the defense or let Parsons go.
And
That's
I mean,
another.
we
But
lose
that's
Parsons.
another. That's another problem too. Is like the Cowboys are going. I don't know who the G. I mean, well, Jerry's a GM and his son is a GM. They're going to be a victim of their success. They didn't use a '90s model. They just got these players. I mean, man, they got who's the cornerback that they have to pay? They got to pay the cornerback in like a year or
They
two.
pay. They
Well,
pay
let's
Dick.
take that back, Triple Black. Remember, we are back actually in the 90s. It's Jimmy making the decisions. He's on the advisory council.
Wow, because
It's Jimmy.
they're gonna, but
Jimmy
they're
did a
gonna pay.
bad
I mean,
job.
they have to pay Parsons at least elite level money. Probably. I mean,
I,
Miles Garrett just. I mean, he signed his deal not too long ago. So
Bro,
yeah,
from
in
words in
today's
the past, I
NFL,
know. I'm sorry,
go
mate.
ahead. No, go ahead.
From
Go ahead.
words
I'm
in
gonna
the
say
past,
something.
from Jimmy Johnson about Parsons, he likes Parsons. Parsons gonna stay.
Yeah,
Lamb, however, Lamb,
yeah.
I, I, I'm, I, I'm just like we're a fool if we lose him. If we
did
lose
they
him, that's
pay? Did they pay? Did they pay Diggs?
They paid him last year.
yeah, they paid him last
Who's
year.
the other corner? The other corner. All right, now I'm drawing the blank. You're gonna
He's
have to
on
pay
his
him.
rookie. He's on his rookie deal.
Then you got the
He,
safeties you got to pay. Lawrence, he's probably gonna.
they paid him. They
They
paid
already
Lawrence
paid him.
already. They
They
paid
paid
him.
Zach Martin. They paid Zach Martin already. Um, damn.
Dallas takes care of their stars. That's their problem. Now their three biggest stars need to get paid. And I'll say it one more time like a broken record. If you bring that back, Lamb is coming back too. You
But
can
you can't
always
pay.
get
No, you can't pay. You can't. But you cannot pay that elite level and Parsons elite level and Lamb elite level and the
that's
other cornerback
that's
elite
Well, see,
level.
my
they not gonna pay
that,
Dak elite level.
oh yes they will.
No, they not.
They
That
have to.
that goes to Super Bowl. They're not paying them elite
They
money.
ain't going to Super Bowl, Mace. No,
No,
no, no.
I'm making
Okay,
assumptions.
okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, let's say if they make it to the NFC Championship game,
That's good enough for Jerry. Yeah, that's good enough for them. Yes.
That is good enough. That's what they have to do.
they
That's what
haven't been there in 20 years.
that's what
20
they
years.
yeah,
20, oh no,
29
25.
have
years.
to.
No,
Bro,
They
why
29 years.
got to
29
get to
years?
the NFC Championship. It ain't gonna ever happen.
But you already have a whole bunch of other Lawrence gets paid a lot of money. Was it no the one linebacker retired? He got paid a pretty penny. Um, who else? Well, I guess on defense they don't really have that many.
I hate to say this,
The two safeties, they got to pay
bro.
them.
Here's the bottom line. Okay, with Dallas. Dallas is good enough to go 12-5, which takes you out of the running in most elite positions. Remember, when they got Parsons, they picked 11th. When they got Lamb, they picked 17th. Isn't it funny how ever since those two has gotten to Dallas, they're not mediocre anymore. Now you begin to see what I'm saying now? Let me put it this way. In my opinion, it's easier to replace a Parsons than it is a CD Lamb, especially where Dallas is going to win 11 games this year.
Nah, no, no, no,
Nah,
no, nah, no. I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
yeah,
In elite,
I
no,
agree with Triple
in a,
Black. I disagree with you, man.
in an elite pass rusher that can play linebacker that you can put all over the field versus an X receiver or a wide receiver. There's no
All
way.
right, so you tell no, back up a second. At 24, they're going to get a CD Lamb.
you can
No.
you
No,
can get
answer
a
the question. At 24, are you going to get a CD Lamb? The answer is hell is no.
No. No, you won't.
You could get a Parsons, bro. It wasn't like Parsons was top five. He should have been. He should have been picked by the Dolphins over Waddle, if you ask me. Okay, Dallas has to be mediocre to get the players they get. Now you understand where I'm going with this? But they're not mediocre. And that's what hurts the Cowboys, bro. If you're good every year, but you can't get over the hump, bro, that's on personnel. That's not on certain plays. Triple black dot play. But we'll see. That's what the football season's for. So what's up, Ray? You enjoying Manosphere thing the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I've been manosphere surfing. I've been manosphere surfing and just working, and I guess courting. I guess
No, I'm not
a
gonna get
little,
into it. I'm not gonna get
a
into
little
it.
lady friend, a little lady friend. Yeah, you know,
You
I just put it up. I just put it out. I guess put it out there, and got someone biting. So
okay, good for you. I've been dying to talk about this with anybody, and since I got you, I can talk about this with you. If
All
Kamala
right.
Harris wins the presidency, what do that do for Black America?
Not a dang thing. Probably gonna make it worse on black men. If she
Of course,
wins, I'm getting the hell up out this country. I know that.
I'm glad you said
no,
that.
no.
I'm glad
I
you
mean,
said that.
I'm partial on who's speaking tonight. On both of them speaking tonight, I'm partial tonight. So I'm like, now my Democratic side is actually gonna show tonight. But that's just for memories. But when Kamala get up in there,
That'll
if
be tomorrow
she gets
night.
up in there, oh, that's it. Now I feel like it's gonna be some people rolling in the grave. I'm like, no, I'm I'll take my chances and stick with the GOP like I have before, and I am, and it's basically stand 10 toes down. So even if we lose it, I'm still gonna be Republican. So at this point, I'm gonna stay there. Now, my counterpart may actually she probably is a Democrat. More likely she is. She's a black woman. She a Democrat. But
Only down, only if you if you
hey,
think
we
that
talking
dude is
about I can't
okay.
help but be attracted to them. They got booties, bro. I can't help it.
You know how I feel about them, but bro, like I was saying, I think for Black America, if that woman gets in, I think it's over for a lot of Black Americans.
I
Here's the
mean, as far
tough.
as us getting tangibles, yeah, them tangibles are on them tangibles. I mean, she getting in them tangible, any tangible. I mean, it's true. Even with Trump being in, black men gonna benefit from post tangibles that he gives others. We get side effects of that, meaning that we actually get benefits of it, even if it's a fucking ration. And I'm like, I don't like to be thinking of shit being given to us like that, but we already struggling. Any help is big help. You know what I'm saying? We get no help from that party. Zero, none. It's over. We don't get anything. We get maybe some fried chicken and a church visit. Other than that, we don't get shit. Other side, we actually get jobs. We get more money in our hand. We get more white men more willing to work with black men because black women hate them so goddamn much on one side. Another side want to work with them. So I mean, there's so much variables in it, bro. I ain't worried about it.
I
It's gonna,
I
it's gonna get crazy as we get closer to November.
I heard through the grapevine that they expect, and if this happens, Trump is going to win this big. I heard that they expect more than 50% of black men to go with Trump.
We'll see. Well, I mean, only way we're gonna know that is when the numbers start coming out. So, I mean, everybody can hyper guess. I don't think it's gonna be 50%. To be honest with you, it ain't gonna be no 50%. It ain't gonna be no 50%. It's too many of us living with sisters, and they want to have peaceful houses at night. So
Uh,
I don't think it's 50%.
oh, you
I
really
don't think it's gonna
believe? No, back up a second. You really believe that guys will simp out for a piece of ass? Are you serious?
That's more than just a piece of ass. It's about peace. It's just peace.
Wow,
Now, okay. You know,
wow.
it really depends on how that household is. It really does depend on how that household is. Now, they can do it like we supposed to do. They can keep it keep it private, even down to the mom and the husband. They can keep that private between each other, even though they know who they're gonna vote for. But they could be like Iowa, and them white men will say straight up, "You, Sally, you better vote this way, or else when we get home, we gonna have a talk." And Sally gonna go ahead and get in line. Shit, shit. It happens on the white side. We can't act like it don't happen on the black side. I done seen it. I done seen it. I done seen it with my own eyes. I done seen it.
I think one of the things about Kamala Harris, and I saw through this years ago, um, she really don't like black people.
I mean, she used us. She played us like as the easy puppets we are.
I
I mean,
agree
she
with
played the game. She played the game. You can't hate the player. You got to hate the game. And she played the game. She did exactly what we were all at HBCU in the '90s predicted.
you. Wow.
And I gotta give her that. Hey, she AKA. Out of all respect to the fraternities, hey, AKAs, believe it or not, the Kappas and AKA, I got Kappas and AKAs that are best friends of mine. I know about it. I've been knowing about it. From Tuskegee, been knowing about it. And I'm like, she played the game. She did it right. Just like Obama. He played the game. I respect the game player.
And
Shit.
and
Why? I mean, you
and,
will be amazed what I would do if I turned into politics
and
as a
trust me,
Republican.
right? She is an easy puppet because I do agree with Platinum Elite, one of his great shows ever. Obama is calling the shots, bro.
Mhm.
He's right about that.
Well, I mean, he's the most cognitive living president that we have right now, but besides Bill Clinton, who could probably provide some military advice in case this country get into a state of war. Duh. Of course, it'll be Obama. Obama got Bin Laden. Who else is gonna be? Now, don't get me wrong. Bush still kicking. Bush and his counterparts definitely still can provide some senior advice. But other than that, as far as most active commander in chief, it's Obama. He got the shit all over there in Afghanistan. He got the shit all over there in Iraq. I mean,
I
even if
know.
I was Trump, I would have Obama in my black phone because I'd be like, I need to know what happened back then. You know,
Well, no, Obama hates Trump. All the shit Trump used to say to him and everything.
Mm,
You know.
yeah. I mean, besides, they not gonna like each other. I mean, it's even worse when they sit up and say, "Oh, they're good friends with each other," but yet they on opposing ends. I mean, look at between Biden and Netanyahu. Oh, we're great friends, but we're at arms with each other over this is Israel and Gaza situation.
The beautiful trust in the building.
I mean, we need somebody strong in there. I mean, honestly, I wish we had a moderate. I wish we had a moderate conservative. I wish we had a Bush because we need somebody over there to be, keeping the things on cool flames right now in the Middle East. Right now, some bad shit can happen, bro. I mean, really, it can really go down damn near overnight. You know. And so I'm like, if Kamala gets in, first thing she got to deal with is international policy.
I look at her and I just say, "Get the hell off the screen, lady." You can't stand that
Yeah,
woman.
I mean, and I mean, some white men may vote for her. Not all white men gonna vote for her. I can tell you
Let me
that.
ask you
Not
a
all.
question. Did you ever watch the V series, The Visitors, back in the '80s?
Yeah, I loved it.
You
I
know
love
who
me.
you know who Kamala is?
Don't you dare say she Diana.
She is Diana all the way,
Don't you
bro.
dare say Diana. No, 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 don't dare say Diana. No.
She
Don't
is
do Delta
definitely
Burke like
Diana,
that.
bro.
Don't do
That
Delta
woman,
Burke like that.
that woman is so evil. You can see it right through the television set.
Hey, Diana had tits.
Uh, Diana wasn't 60 years old.
Diana was Delta Burke when she was skinny. When she used to do, that was actually not used to, was right after her first stint, which she was actually discovered on HBO's show called First and 10, where she actually did nude scene and showed those boobies.
You asked that? You actually watched that show?
Bro, I was the kid wishing to be an adult back then in the 80s because of that reason. Because my parents had HBO, they had cable.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yes, yes. So all them late night cable shows like First and 10, I pretended like I was asleep, but I was actually awake watching every single episode and I loved every single minute of it. I was an adult. It's the decade that I miss. I wish I was an adult back then.
I want to say something about Trump real quick. Um, I do believe, let's say, oh, that's who said Dr. Boyce, that they expect over 50% of black men to vote for Trump. Um,
Oh,
let's
that's
say,
Moist Watkins. Moist. All the old plantation Negroes, they gonna bend the knee. They gonna do what they do because they want
I
to have
get
a
the
piece of
feeling though, like he said, and boy, was Don Lemon a phony. Did you catch that?
I knew he was. Everybody knew he was. Everybody called Don Lemon out during the Black riots. It's funny how people be forgetting, but not necessarily really be forgetting. But during the Black marches, during all the protests, everybody called Don Lemon out on that, on the way he was, how he treated uh Trayvon, Trayvon's death. Try to act like he was for the streets and all this and that. Wait, man, get your sugar self on. Get out.
Let me tell you, you are right because I wanted to hear more about your version of as Trust calls her the puppet. I think if the black men get Trump over the hump, he's going to do a lot for black men. I do
I
believe that.
mean, one, the Republican Party. I told you, you've heard me say this before. Republican Party for years have been trying to sway black males into joining the party.
Reagan's
Now,
okay, Trust.
now, you know, theoretically, what can happen? He pulls our vote. We get some tangibles at the end of his term. At the end of his term, the whole party is going to make more concessions toward black men to keep that vote. That's how it goes. So, I mean, yeah. Now, People want to talk about, ain't know about me and up in there. Bullshit. It was a black man that ran. Now he's now on the opposite side now. It was a black dude that ran the whole damn Republican National Convention. He's now on the Democrat side, but he used to be. He ran it for a few years at that. One no run too. So no, it's a lot of cool liberal. I call them liberal Republicans. We got a wild side out there. Y'all just don't know about them. That's because we always hang in the shadow. But those front guys. And realistic Republican Party also sees the fact that it knows its white demographic, its white male demographic is getting small, so it has to change eventually, or else it'll die out.
I would agree with that.
What I think, what by 2050, Caucasians will be a minority.
Yes, that's easy.
Yeah,
That that's gonna
so
happen very easily.
now these statements are actually coming into fruition. So now you look at it, they only got basically 2 decades. So hey, what are they gonna do?
It's true.
What
You're right about that.
are they gonna do?
You're right.
Everybody's dating everybody nowadays. So you may have some pure blood still running around to protect protect their bloodlines and whatnot, but still that becomes more of a minute minority. This whole place changing.
Let me go here. Trump wins. What happens to black women?
Ah.
Hey,
Well, let's see. Let's just go down memory lane. Let's go down memory lane the first 100 days. The biggest panic and fear that I saw during Trump's first 100 days was when he put Carlson in as the Department
I
of
remember
Health
that. Yeah.
Services, and they talked about they were going to change the food stamps to just box food. Yeah, I saw him go out and get jobs then. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He gonna say this gonna ship us. He gonna stop. What if we go ahead and stop doing the EBT and just send the box food? That'll motivate them to get jobs.
I'm gonna keep it here
Nah,
for a second. Uh, if Trump wins, um, I think it's a new day for black men. I really believe that. Hey, Trust, you want to pull up? Go ahead. The link is in the chat. I think
I
it's a.
mean,
I do.
if you're trying to balance the budget and kill inflation and everything, you got to look at. If you want to save money and and trim some of the fat, you got to look at the social entitlement programs. That's like the little 20%. If you just not maybe eliminate, but cut back a little bit, but not eliminate the safety net. No one said anything about eliminating the safety net. No, they're just talking about cutting it back so people don't turn it into a behaviorship and generational thing that it's became. And what's so bad about it, and a lot of people don't see it, is the fact that you can see generational welfare now. That's why they want to stop it so bad, because the fourth, fifth generation of welfare is now running around here flaunting it like it's a flex. I got a Section 8 voucher. Everybody paying 2,000 a month in rent, but I paid $50. I'm Boston. Oh, you done fucked up a safety net. Now that safety net doesn't get eliminated, but guess what's gonna happen when that right person get up in there? It's gonna get cut. Maybe we need to start welfare checkups again. See, a lot of these young kids don't know about that shit back then in the 70s and shit. All right. We need more officers on the street. Give the officers something to do. Welfare checks.
I feel you, man. I mean,
He can come up with so many ways. So many ways. You know. Uh Consider it a loan. You gotta pay it back. How about that? Repay back. That way welfare don't have to worry about always asking for money every fiscal year. It gets repayments. Woo.
Now, in your opinion, how much damage has Joe Biden and Kamala did to this country?
Well, they came in with a task at hand. They came in during a pandemic, you know, an incumbent coming in with so much of the country divided in turmoil, people worried about how to pay rent, people worried about how to eat food, how to buy food, everything's going up. I mean, they weren't gonna have an easy term. They did the best they could, but I mean, overall, they failed. They failed horribly. He was incredibly weak on his foreign policy, and as the United States, we gonna take a blow from this. We gonna take a blow from this. Meaning, more countries are gonna try us. We gonna see more atrocities out there because now they think they can hit us. So that's why I say we need someone more moderate and more conservative right now in that seat because our foreign policy right now is looking like we weak and we're a superpower, and that I don't like. Bush
I
moved us to a
always said,
preemptive state.
I always said, in this century, China will be the new power of the world, and it's going to happen.
I'm not even really concerned about China being the power because honestly, that's how it's written in games. It's how it's been written in media in the future. So China's gonna be part of the United States Earth Defense Force.
Uh,
Damn it,
um,
they're gonna
Trump,
help us in space.
hold on. Yeah, I know that movie you made me watch. This is
Yeah.
what this is what trust says to you. Question for you, Raven. What if us being a superpower was always propaganda and never the case? That's an excellent question. Go ahead, Raven.
Well, we're a superpower on this planet. We got nukes. Russia has more than us, but we still got them.
1800s Britain was the power. 1900s, early 21st century America was the power. I think, I really believe, I'll say in the 2060s, um, China, China will rule this planet.
Well, I mean, it's not like they seen war. It's not like they've been busy. They hadn't had other things to do. They've been built. They've had all kinds of extra time off. We've been fighting wars. That's the biggest difference between us and them. We've been in
But
everybody else's business.
I don't look at it that way. I look at it more that China, it's the old saying, very quietly continues to build, and they are really raking Africa dry right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Their mass production is on a scale that we're nowhere near. They can build a fully functional hospital in 3 days.
It's incredible. It's
They
incredible.
have full fledged with skyscraper empty cities. This shows you how much time they've had on their hand compared to us. How much we've been all over the world.
I totally agree.
Now we're the superpower. That's the job of the superpower. Meanwhile, we're Batman. Robin has just been sitting back chilling and just been building on up. He'll take over when we tired.
I think this country is about to really uh, start the beginning of the downfall. That is
Yeah,
solely dependent upon one's value system. She's right
I
about that.
know. I now I would say for something for society to down spiral. The next down spiral of society I see coming is when we get that big old rock pass by that everybody's gonna see in the sky. A lot of people conspiracy theories gonna blow it up and really think like, oh, it's coming to hit us. So a lot of people are gonna unalive themselves out of fear. And then we're gonna talk about this the downward of society because people fearing and I don't yeah, I hope we don't have another pandemic. I mean, we're still going you're still coming out of that, that 1 year. So just hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Shit, hope for the best. The only thing we can do is hope for the best.
The spiral started when they gave us all microphones.
No, honestly, the spiral started when you made The Apprentice the president of the United States. Oh, I'm like, oh, oh, we done entered uncharted territory now.
It's not looking good, bro.
Well,
It's really not looking good, man.
well,
I'll say it again.
I,
If
I, I
black,
mean,
not good.
I, I do hope for one day we get a female president. I do feel a female president will probably do the job right because after all, it's hard to win an argument against a female. That was a joke. That was a joke. It was a bad joke, but it was
That's why I stay quiet.
a joke. Yeah. No, but yeah.
So when I look at what I'm looking at, one of the biggest problems, I'm only talking about black folks, that damn gender war is getting out of control, bro.
Yeah, it's not getting out of control because it ain't at least it ain't brawls ain't started, but hey, it is what it is. Yo, they set up and bashed our reputation and image
Oh,
in
destroyed
all
our
media,
reputation as people. Forget
in all media in the 90s and whatnot, and now you got social media. You're not gonna stop it. You're not. It's over.
no,
You're gonna hear two sides of the story. There's two
but I'm gonna
sides to every story.
but I'm gonna tell you this right now. If black men get Trump over the hump, oh my lord.
Mm,
And then black men are getting some benefits from the Republican Party. Oh my
mm.
God.
I don't know.
I'm gonna love every minute of that.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Only
Listen,
thing to do
more
is sit back
black,
and wait for it.
like Dr. Boyce said, more young black men are going to vote. And for Don Lemon to be butthurt because black men are going for Trump. And this is what this clown tried to base it on. Or you voting for Trump because it's a black woman. I'm like, that's it. First of all, that woman ain't black. Are you kidding me? Cut the damn BS. We're not voting for that woman for what she said 4 years ago.
Well,
She put her own foot in her mouth.
well,
You know? And let's keep it 1,000. Trust is laughing in the chat. You're welcome to come up, sweetheart. Well, I was gonna say, um,
I mean, the primary thing is, and this is what Don Lemon from CNN and all them, primarily the left special interest group, otherwise known as the gays. They are gonna oversensitize and over exaggerate every little small world word because this time around they can't infiltrate into this Republican because the Republican side got the religious right with them and pretty much they waking up their religious right, so they gonna stick with the Nims for a while. They're gonna ride it for a while. They're gonna ride it till it's out. It's Brokeback Plantation.
Oh my God, broke back.
We tired of that shit. I'm tired of it. Okay, we tolerated it. We didn't tolerated it. We have accepted it. We have accepted it into our workforce. We have accepted it damn near, in schools. We have accepted it everywhere. Damn it, you have forced this shit down our throats. We are done talking about it. We done. We didn't try to compromise. We didn't swallow back our pride on our religious beliefs about it. We have lost our favorite beer over this shit. I mean, we done. Religious right is speaking out now. Y'all can they about to get their asses kicked. They have no idea what they've done. We're waking up the religious right. It's over. Don't worry. You gonna see in November.
Let me ask this. I'm gonna go back to black, especially young black men. How happy, how much will black men celebrate in America if Trump wins?
We'll celebrate for one night and then go back to work the next day.
Yeah, but what happens if Trump will give black men some
Some of
time?
us some of us will get promotions. That's what's gonna
I'm
happen.
not talking
That's what's
about
gonna happen.
promotion. I'm talking about things that black men would ask for. Like, for example, opening up vocational schools to skill young black boys and black men. Little things like that that will help the future generation of black boys to become men. I don't think that's too much to ask. Would you agree with that,
No.
lady?
No.
You know what I'm laughing? You know what I'm going to say next. Trump wins, how damaging that will be for black women's benefits.
Oh no. No, because you'll see chameleons. I like how Trump called a chameleon the other night. I was just like, Trump, no, boy. Trump on the turn. But I
Yeah,
mean,
they call Kamala
I mean,
Harris a
now you'll
chameleon.
get chameleons. You'll get chameleons. You'll get out of nowhere. We'll get these big booty conservatives popping up.
Big booty conservative.
BBL conservative out of nowhere. Watch. You're gonna see tight dresses with big booty and a pearl necklace. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. Watch Candace. Watch the night Trump get in. Watch Candace pop up on her cam showing cleavage. Hmm. That's gonna happen. But I mean, so far I've already made up my mind who I'm gonna vote for. It's just from the
Oh, I
simple
already knew
fact.
who I was voting for.
It's just for the simple fact, her talking points ain't. She ain't saying that really. This hook me. It no. Just considering what they did over the past 4 years, done over the past 4 years. Yeah, you basically have sat on your ass for 4 years, and now you're going to complain that you're going to do something. Yeah, right, right. Michael Jackson
How
got a better chance coming back than she has the chance to do something.
how quick if Trump gets in, he'll get rid of the migrants.
And within the first 100 days, within that's the very first thing. That's why people want to go. I want to see what that looks like. I have never seen nothing like that before. That's the worst. That's the worst carrot. That's the worst carrot to dangle in front of a Gen X with no fucks given now. I mean, I mean, the largest deportation in American history within the first 100 days. Oh, so what? We gonna see what a whole bunch of planes line up? What? What? You ain't gonna be ships. It's gonna be planes and buses. No, I mean, probably states may be able to give people amnesty.
Then, Raven, keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay, now probably people may, maybe states may be able to give amnesty. But all the bad ones, I gotta go. Sorry, you're more than welcome to come over here legally. We're not saying you can't come ever come back. Just gotta come back legally. It's a problem.
Looking,
Yeah.
yeah, yours is beautiful skin. Um,
I mean,
I
now I,
love you,
I,
baby. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock to go to the gym.
I now I mean, I do
Put the
have an
baby in.
issue with them. When they're coming from countries where they've been in war, where there are they
Hey,
are
baby.
fleeing.
I
Yeah, they
love
need to
you
come.
too. Good night, baby. Okay, sleep well. Okay, I love you. Okay,
Mhm.
I love you too, Elaine. You sleep well, baby. Okay, Elaine. I love you, Elaine. Good night, baby. Oh,
Aw,
yeah,
yeah.
because there's one thing. Just looking at all of this, to me, because of and by the way, people don't understand why Biden chose Kamala Harris. The reason why he picked is obvious. They think alike. They both can't stand black folks.
Oh no, no, hands down, without a doubt. It was a plan that she was supposed to be in long ago. She just couldn't beat Trump.
I mean, it's amazing that after 500 years, folks, this race shit, it continues in the world. It's unbelievable.
And here's my thing:
Yeah,
how
go ahead.
come? How come it's just Kamala? How come we don't? I mean, you mean tell me the Dems out of all Black caucus, they can come up with one person in the Black caucus that could possibly run for the president of the United States that to come up with a female? Just cause of
What they,
popularity.
what they, and this is going to be deep. What I'm going to say, the damage Biden and her has caused. The reason why they put her as the face and Obama's behind this shit is because they want to keep the machine rolling. They don't
I
want to
mean, how
change.
come? How come AOC isn't running?
Is she in the running for the presidency? I didn't know that.
No, no, no. But I'm like, that's why I'm like, how come AOC isn't up there? You know,
Because she doesn't believe in them. That's why.
crazy. You know what? I know she's crazy, but I was actually going for her when she got in. I was like, I thought that was gonna help y'all out up in New York. I really did. I was happy she won. I was like, a bartender becomes a congresswoman. Are you serious? Hey, that's like a movie.
AOC, I don't know how she does it,
She got
but
the X.
every time she's reelected, she wins by a landslide.
Oh yeah, she wins by a landslide. I mean, she got the X factor, but I mean, she is a little. She is far not a little. She is far left. But as of a person that's so far left, that's just crazy. I admire her, and I'm like, you know what? AOC got the X factor. I don't. How come the party isn't putting the X on her? Oh, she must be too far left. Yeah, she got a lot to learn. Shit, she was the first at that time. She was first, first run Goggles woman. Yeah, it's a lot to learn on your freshman year.
Well, number one, she has the Hispanic backing.
Oh
That's
yes,
why she always wins by a landslide. Number two, her life is pretty interesting, if you know what I mean, Raven.
yeah.
We call her the young cougar, if you get my
Oh,
drift.
absolutely,
I think she's dating a 26-year-old.
bro. I was like, I wonder what her back shots. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Her first campaign, I was like, who is this woman up in New York dancing on the rooftops trying to get
She
in?
came out of nowhere, bro. None of us knew who the hell she was.
Hey, I knew who she was just off her campaign. And I'm like, I'm down here in Texas. I'm like, who is this cutie pie? Up there trying to live a Hollywood movie, and then she ended up won. I was like, what? Yeah, she won because she was cute.
She's cute. She wears her hair in a bonnet.
And
Uh,
she's young.
yeah, she's near 40 now, but I know she likes young, good looking Latin guys.
I mean, I'm like, I mean, AOC would add a hell of a lot of energy to the whole campaign. I don't see how come they didn't put dibs on her. You know why?
She doesn't
Because
like
AOC
Obama.
probably
That's
don't
why
like Kamala.
she don't like Obama.
Well, I
Well,
remember. Well, I know. Her AOC clashed with Pelosi, and Pelosi basically blacklisted her. And then she formed that squad with the other girl. Down the squad, one of them already done lost her seat. They expect the other ones to fall too, which is gonna happen, which is only gonna leave her seat. So I'm like, you dummies, you want the Latina vote. You want the Latino vote. That Latino vote, if it doesn't come out now mattering in this upcoming election, it sure as hell gonna be mattering in 28. So I'm like, yeah, yeah. Y'all ever talk about black vote. I'm like, hey, blacks, I think I think Latinos actually outnumber us now.
they does, yeah, yeah, and the Latino race is the one the white man fears the worst
Yeah,
because they're going to take over them at any time.
yeah, yeah,
They're going to be more of them than anybody else. Yeah,
yeah. And behind them comes an economic power that is stealthily. You have no idea where they get their money and how they can accumulate and pull their money together. It's ridiculous.
John Leguizamo said it
It's
last year.
I'm
That
like, people keep on talking about it, talk about black jobs. I'm like, shit, you put a black dude, let a black dude get in the horticulture right now. I could show you the invoices of what I am actually making sure goes through and gets paid out to them on a daily basis. It's in the six figures. I'm like,
yep,
damn, I didn't know landscaping costs this much money now. Shit.
yeah,
It ain't
yeah,
no little lawnmower no more.
it's true.
It is not a little lawnmower no more. Hell, they get a whole truck with an AC in there and an extended cab and a rack for all the. They ride the lawnmowers now.
Let me ask you this: do you think the white man regrets letting them come in like they did?
No, because he was always looking for a buffer class once he lost us to slaves.
Okay. Do the white man realize their days are running out?
Eventually. But I mean, man,
Actually, black
they
men
don't.
are running
I
out
mean,
too.
they gotta be a sick xenophobe just be sitting there be thinking about when their race become extinct. Nobody sit back and dwell on that except for supremacists. Nobody. I mean, who thinks like that, bro? The same person be like, oh, white people are gonna go ahead and go extinct in 50 years, or Well, when the black people gonna go extinct?
I think American blacks will go extinct. I do buy that. Me and you disagreed
Wait,
on that night. You
how?
said there'll
How?
be black people everywhere. I said I don't think so.
Now, Mace. Now, how do we go extinct if we're born here? So we're gonna automatically be American. Now, if we're black, we're African
I'm
descent.
gonna tell you that, and the answer is very easy. As long as your women are sleeping and throwing their ass at anyone and everyone that's not a black man, that adds up in time, bro.
Well, then at that moment, then it won't become black Caucasian. It'll become what, black Latino. It wouldn't be so bad.
I don't look at it that way, bro. I don't look at it that way.
So who are they gonna go to?
Who are you talking
So
about?
okay, if white men become more rare and they don't have any, the investors doesn't have any men to go to. So who would they go to?
Bro, black women will, bro, as we speak, the migrants are banging on them now.
No, they not.
Yes, they are. You know why?
No,
The
no,
$9,000 Kamala gives them a month. God damn. They, they,
they.
they walk, bro, they walk around Madison Avenue like they
Don't
own.
get me started on that base. I mean, that's your Roger Report was talking about. Okay, you like, I'm like, yeah, they are getting that much money. I'm like,
Black women go where the money is, period. And they
for
see,
real.
they see these fucking women see the migrants getting 9,000 a month plus
Like,
food,
we're talking about, I
unlimited
like
food.
peanuts.
God damn.
Mm-mm-mm.
Black men better come to the realization they're never getting their women back.
Well, I mean, black men need to stay on the path that they've been on, which is focusing on themselves, and that's what I've been trying to do.
I
Is to stay,
totally agree with that. I totally
just
agree
stay,
with that.
yeah, just stay focused on your path. If you stay focused on your path, they gonna come to you. Now,
I
now,
think the passport bros will definitely explode, especially going early next decade, in the 2030s. It's really going to explode for black men.
now,
How black men people.
the ones that shouldn't be in relationships, they ain't in relationships anymore, and the ones that need to be in relationships are now finding things in themselves to work on so they can get into relationships. This is how the reset happens. So everybody just need to stay on their same path and don't stir from the shit.
Raven, you know what I think? Want the truth? And I said it up here before. Too much collateral damage against black men. They
Oh,
have
it's far
done
too much
so much.
collateral damage.
They have done so much to our image, so much to us. You know how bad it is? I'm going to use me as an example. When I go about my everyday life, people of every ethnic group that's not black say, "Hey, how you doing? How you feeling? You better now? I heard you got that. Yeah, man, how you doing?" Here it comes, Raven. Especially our favorite, the black woman with the dog in her arms in her 50s with no man.
Uh-oh.
Bro, when I see women like that at the convenience store, I cannot help but explode laughing out loud. And they look at me laughing at them. They know God. But
Mm.
in reality, they have done too much collateral damage to us. And now the black man that stays on his purpose, he's just not fucking with it, period. That's a smart black man.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Charlie?
The cutting off when you cut them off, I'm like, yeah, you see that silent treatment work. That shit work like a charm.
Oh, there was this 25-year-old young woman. Oh, wait till you hear this, Raven. I saw this video Sunday night. I fell out of my bed. This chick is crying and complaining that black men don't talk to them, bro.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, girl,
Now,
if they were
okay,
talking to you, you would fucking put the hand in the face. You would make believe you're on your phone. or you be so disrespectful and go, I'm married, I got a man. No, no black man wants to put up with that. How's your
Bruh,
wife treat you, Charlie? I mean, no black man ain't going for that no more. No.
bro. What I've noticed, and it's not all of them. It's not all. It's but it's a good demographic. A lot of these women are broken women. They gotta, and then I mean, to fix a broken woman, you gotta build her back up from the scratch. So now they don't even know how to interact. That's
Yeah,
why
I know that. Yep.
child free. That's why I be like, I mean, now the single mothers are, keeping their distance. I'm like, you should keep your distance from me because there's no way we can date. There's no way you can keep up. You just
Mm-hmm.
can't keep up with my lifestyle. Child free belongs with child free.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't sit up and expect a child free to want to be a stepdaddy. It's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It's not in the cards, you
Yeah,
know.
it's true.
I mean, shit, you have standards and preferences and you stick to them and just say, boom, that's it. Now, the crying, because the one that I made, actually I hope I am going to end up dating this girl. I actually kind of like her. I kind of like her. But yeah, they cry. They cry. They cry when they don't get the attention. They do. They cry. They cry. Yeah.
Why? No, hold up. Is it Marcos and Chino and Rory and uh, uh, Ethan and Kyle? Isn't them giving them the attention they want? Last I checked.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's really the ones giving them attention is the young fuck niggas. The fuck niggas are the ones that's fucking it up. To speak openly and honest, it's them. They're the poison to it because they like to tick for tack. So they gonna go back and forth. So and I mean, some chicks are gonna be an emotional. Some chicks are just emotional, right? When a chick is emotional and you got your life in check, what do? You want to help her. You care about it. If you care about it, you want to help her. Nuh-uh. You gotta teach that little girl she gotta put on her big girl panties and handle the situations herself, and just ignore it. You know, I
What's
had
up,
to do that.
Iman?
You gotta train them. And then they get their thoughts together. They come back. They apologize for their little outbursts, and they get back together. I'm like, yeah, pat them on their little ass, and then go back over to the lane that they need to stay in. A lot of black females are having a hard time learning that. That's the way it's supposed to be. That happens. That's what happens on a reset. We need another. To be honest, we need one more. We need one more. We need one more reset. One more lockdown, and then come out of that. Now everybody gonna want to try to be married.
It's amazing. And we was talking about this the other night. It's amazing that uh, one set of people can't stand family, and the other half wants to rebuild the family. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's very true. That's how I am right now. But split. One side of me wants to rebuild. One side of me wants to say, you know what, fuck that. You know what rebuilding, how long that's gonna take. You know the other side is already like, you know.
I agree with that.
Hmm.
I think that I think this planet will shake. It will if let's just call it who it is. Obama gets a third term because Kamala is his puppet. I even heard
Yeah.
she, I even heard she's on the sauce.
No, no, she drinks. I mean, who knows? Who knows what else? But I know about her affinity towards wine. Okay, that I know about. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about you, Kamala. Other than that, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I didn't talk to her office before. I didn't talk directly to her office as vice president before.
Are they as clueless as she is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Under this current term too. Under this current term. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, I, yeah. She likes wine. That's from what I understand, according to one of her staffers. But the other stuff, now I don't know about all that. But you know, what AKA don't like wine?
I don't mess around with those college women, man.
If you have an AKA around, you better have wine, or the AKA gonna come around. Why you want me to go to that function? Why I want to go to that brunch? They don't have nothing to drink over there. What kind of grapes they got?
All right, they got Bernie Sanders up there talking like a fool. I'll tell you one thing, these conventions take forever. No wonder why I never watched them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Last night it just ran. I tried. I mean, I stayed up. I was up to 3:30 last night. I am drop dead tired tonight, but you know, no.
Damn, Raven, you was up that late, man?
Yeah, I was at my harvest. Yeah, I was at my I was super moon last night. I had to meet my harvest, and I met it. So I was up 3:30, chopping it down, taking pictures,
Just
planning
living,
fun.
just living, just living day-to-day life, right?
Day to day life. Yes, sir. Yes,
There's
sir.
no problem with that. I really believe, this is me, I believe that everybody should thank God that they're allowed a new day and enjoy your day.
That's how I felt this morning. I was just like, just be happy to be alive. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, because, bro, you don't know you're going to be here tomorrow.
Hmm.
Remember, when people leave this earth, a high percentage of the time because it's unexpected.
Hmm.
I mean, you walk into a store, right? And you say hello to the cashier and everything, and you're just going to pick up a couple of things. Next thing you know, you hear yelling and screaming and gunshots, bro.
Oh, fortunately, I don't have that around here.
Yo, bro, that happens everywhere, man.
Oh yeah, it does. It
Not
random is.
just in the hood, bro. A lot of times it happens on outposts.
Hmm.
You know, you're driving on the road, you stop, you go into a 7-Eleven real quick, and who knows what happens.
Yep. Fact. One thing I noticed about I know black women been getting kicked out of their places, boy. They losing their places left and right. Shit. Mm.
I mean, bro, no, seriously. That's why I tell people, look, don't get yourself caught up in stupidity. This is one of the reasons why I don't do like these other channels. Like Roger Report's good, but look who's on the panel. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
I
I like
mean,
the guys on the panel. I do. I like Raw L. I like those guys. I do. I got no problems with them.
is Royale back on there? I ain't seen Royale on there in months.
I haven't seen Raw L and God knows when.
Yeah, I mean Royale ain't been on there in months.
Yeah.
Al has taken the Royale position.
Who's taking the Raw L position now?
Al Evans, AL. Hey, Al Evans, Al Evans.
No, I don't know Al.
Oh, you haven't heard it yet? You
Now,
never Al.
remember, I've been out of those circles around 3 years now.
Oh,
I mean, I always say, yo, I get, you know me, I get along with most.
oh, you get along with Al. I mean, he's a sports fanatio as well. I'm pretty sure he surfed through your channel before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, one of these days when I go on route, I'll say, yo, I want to talk about this. What do you think about what's happening in Europe to black men now? If you haven't heard.
I haven't heard anything.
Now there's race riots in
Oh, in
England.
Southport? You talking about that Southport thing from the Southport
Okay.
attack?
Yeah, it's happening all over England now.
Mm.
One of the things I heard is ain't too many blacks in England. I was surprised by that.
No, there ain't too many blacks in England. There's more Muslim and then African over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
from
didn't,
what it sounds like basically, yeah, England really opened the doors too because they got a lot of them over there. I didn't know England was that open until
yeah, I didn't know it was that bad.
I mean, Jessica X did explain. She did try to go. She didn't go into a lot of detail, but she did say it was a lot of Muslims, of a lot more. She's like it's like twice as much. Like it's noticeable, and that's what they're really talking about. They're not talking about just oh you're black, I want you out. No, they're talking about the extra immigrants that done came in through Turkey. That's Europe, man. I mean, they're the way they handle the show over there is just different from ours, man. But you know,
I never pay attention to Europe.
you know, the only time I pay attention is when something big like an earthquake, like when it's Japan or Kazakuda's over out there. My friends are over in Korea. I keep an eye on that. Or if there's anything that's going down in the Philippines, and I'm talking big, big. We're talking
You're talking
war.
tsunamis and typhoons.
I'm talking, well, yeah, yeah, like in Thailand. Thailand had coups, military coups. Even Turkey had a military coup in a single day. So it's like, yeah, yeah, something big. Or like the current atrocities that's going on in Africa. You only find that out through X or YouTube.
Of course, yeah.
hmm But lately, nah, I've been having this black booty on my mind.
Well, you enjoy that. Let me get out of here,
Oh,
man.
oh
Yo,
man,
Phil,
I do want to get in it and enjoy it. I do,
I
I
know
do.
you do by the way you
I,
sound,
I,
bro.
I'm just worried about the consequences that come with it. That's all. I'm like,
I'm gonna leave that alone. Bro, I'll be here tomorrow night. Just pull up, all right?
all right, I will. I'll see you tomorrow night,
All
bro. Have
right,
a good
man.
night.
Be good, man. Appreciate you. You too. Great
All
having you.
right.
Great night. Thank everybody. Iman, Charlie, Trust, uh, Triple Black. Good to see him. Little Rock. And who else came? And Melina, of course. We'll see. And Daniel Berry. We'll see you here tomorrow night, 7:35 Eastern. We'll talk about the Colts tomorrow night. And to remind you all, I said about I talked about Tua, how that was wrong what Brian Flores did to him, but it's also wrong that Tua doesn't let it go. I talked about Anthony Edwards' dumb statement that he said that the 80s and 90s, the only player that was a good skilled player was Jordan, which is a damn lie. And we got the Saints going anywhere 7-10, 8-9 to just blow the whole ship up in New Orleans. For Raven Night, everybody, people in the clouds, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7:35. We'll talk about the Colts, the Falcons on Thursday, and the Buccaneers on Friday. Good night from the Oasis, everybody.